Let me get to David in Ocala, Florida. David, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good morning. Long time no talk.
Hey, good afternoon to you, I guess it is, huh?
Yeah, what happened yesterday?
We had technical issues, so the studio JLP network hosts
Was
did not
down.
stream, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I called in. You know, Don Lemon was a plant, man. I mean, he's just a racist, full blown. The only thing he hides behind it because he married some white guy. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh, that's not a real
Yeah.
marriage.
I
It's
know it's
interesting.
not, but
You
did
know,
you
it's
know that?
interesting that I'm gonna ask about the plant thing, but you mentioned marriage. I was thinking about marriage. I brought up the word husband the other
Uh-huh.
week when I was talking with my favorite caller, Maze. Husband
Right.
means like guide, like animal husbandry, you know? You guide the horsey and
Uh,
raise the
right.
horsey. Similarly, you guide your wife and raise your wife and bridle that woman.
Right. Well, you're
and
right.
and so wife means something too. It's not an interchangeable thing. You can't have two wives or two husbands where you're guiding each other into hell. He double toothpicks, I mean. So it's it's proof that JLP is right. It's not a marriage. Duh. But you
Oh,
said,
those two? No,
go ahead.
no. That ain't no marriage. Two
Yeah.
dudes can't get married.
But you said it's a plant? Why do you call him a plant?
Because he's full blown. He's like a plant. Okay, what I mean by a plant is somebody like Dr. Rashad Ritchie. Okay, he's a racist plant to keep this division going because all they got is, hey, we were once slaves. We were once, treated terrible. You know, it's like your friend Krishan the Don says, I'm racist. So now what? Now where are you going to go? What are we going to talk about now? Okay, if I just admit I'm racist, what do you got to say now?
So you mean that they're just propped up because they're black and liberal and support the dumb stuff that the
Sure.
powers
How do you
that be
think?
want? Okay, that makes sense. By plant,
Yeah,
you
like
mean a
Joy Reid,
affirmative action. He's an
Yeah,
affirmative
Joy Reid. Yeah, I'm
another
sorry.
word for plant could be an affirmative action host.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Joy Reid. Joy Reid sort of replaced the Don Lemon. You know, isn't she on CNN?
No, she's on MSLSD.
Close enough. Okay, it's
Hat
the
tip
same
to
thing.
that Jewish guy. Nice.
Yeah, you brought up. Here I just want to say something real quick. That J.K. Rowling lady, didn't she do Harry Potter?
She did. She wrote Harry
She's
Potter.
no Christian.
She's
no
Christian?
Christian.
Yeah, she is.
No.
Yes, she is.
You can't write about witchcraft and magic and shoot that all out across the universe.
Oh,
God
yeah.
hates that.
Well, I mean, why not?
Well,
What if you're
that's
using
like
it
saying
as a
that's like
Christian
saying, hey, I'm a
allegory?
Christian. Hey, that's like saying, hey, I'm a Christian Satanist. Okay, I'm a Satanist, but I'm a Christian.
But she's not a witch. I don't think she called herself a witch. She's just writing a fictional story about witches and stuff.
Well, I heard that she wrote some of that with what they use called automatic writing. Okay, which is definitely magic and demonic. Okay, where you let like a spirit write through you.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Is that true? But has that been confirmed?
I don't know. I don't know. I just read it. You know, I heard about it. That's how she first got. Supposedly she was
I'll
riding
tell
a
you,
bus or something.
according to a more reliable source called Norm Macdonald. Where's Norm Macdonald now?
Yeah, love that guy.
He said that J.K. Rowling is a Christian, and that she wrote part of the Harry Potter story kind of to parallel the sacrifice of Jesus or something like that.
No way, man.
He said
no
that.
Way.
Something
that just
along
shows
those
you
lines.
how far gone people are, man.
What, Norm Macdonald?
Yeah, I mean, I like the guy, but that's a stretch, bro. I mean, how far?
He
like
quoted her
terrible.
as, I think he quoted her as saying that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So he wasn't, he was, because he was criticizing the joke of some guy who's like, oh, I don't read the Bible. I prefer good literature like Harry Potter. And so Norm Macdonald is like, that's not very funny because it's ignorant because J.K. Rowling is a Christian and she fashioned part of her story based on referencing this story from the Bible. So, so that's the story. What about C.S. Lewis? They have witches and things like that.
The Witch in the Wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I read that as a kid, and I don't really believe that was a takeoff on that either. I didn't get that out of that book.
You didn't think Aslan the lion was like the sacrifice of Jesus?
It was so long ago. I was in the 6th grade when I read that book. But that's sort of like that. What was that book that was out about that house or something? The Shack. Okay. That's a just blasphemy book, that the Holy Spirit's some black woman. And get the heck out of here. All right?
But C.S. Lewis wrote actual Christian books, and I don't know who wrote The Shack. I don't know if is that this present darkness guy?
Some guy wrote it, I don't know. But I wanted to let you know,
okay.
These enough already. I used to have a friend of mine that used to say enough already. I mean, these blacks need to get over the Civil War and all that stuff, man, because listen, you don't hear the Jews crying about the Germans now, do you?
Yeah, you do.
Not really.
But they need to get, but if they do,
but
if the Jewish people do, I call them Jewish people because it sounds nicer, but you can call them Jews, it's fine. Then they have to get over that too. Give me a break. Get over it. Everybody should get over it. Get over the USS Liberty. Get over the Holocaust. Hey, I think YouTube might have picked up on that one. Get over the slavery. Get over all that stuff. Get over the Armenian genocide. Shout out to the Armenians. Get over all of it. It's in the past, and you weren't there.
Right, exactly, same way. But what I'm trying to tell you is the only really that they bring it up, is if people try to deny the Holocaust, and the blacks.
No, but it's not. That's not the only time because they're trying to call everybody Nazis.
Well, yeah,
that's one of their. That's one of. They are so into that. They're into that more than their religion. When you, according to a survey that I saw shared by Real Vincent James, when you survey them, because so many of them are non-religious, they're atheist or agnostic or secular.
Right.
The number one thing that they all care about in common is remember the Holocaust. So that's not good. But you're right, it doesn't keep them down as much as it keeps the blacks down.
Yeah, but what I mean is like on the news, okay, like the narrative that's being, spewed out that they just won't let it go. You got and how they do it is now we got Black History Month, we got Martin Luther King, we got Black Entertainment Television, they got all this special stuff given to them, and now they think they're special. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
These black people think that they are special.
That's
I'm
so
a
wrong.
Black queen. I'm this, I'm that. Remember the girl that stood up in the airplane flying into California or something and got nasty on the plane like a year or so ago?
No.
There's a video of some girl that
there's been so many incidents.
She was black and she wanted to go use the bathroom and the stewardess told her no. And she got, real nasty and brought up racism and I'm Black queen and this and that. Just made a fool out of herself.
Wow.
And nobody shut her down. I would have told her, listen, lady, shut up. Okay?
Whoa.
Go sit down.
But would that have been the right and loving way to do it? Or would have you been all puffed up?
I'm sort of past that point with them. Okay, now listen.
You're past the point of loving them?
No, past the point of putting up with their bull crap of them.
I know, but
since the first grade.
Whoa! Don't say crap, kids.
Oh, I'm sorry.
See, you're getting are you getting heated with the blacks? You don't.
Well, I'm coming to realize that it's okay. Listen, it's okay.
I'm not telling you shouldn't say something. Maybe you should say something.
Well,
but sometimes you don't correct a foolish person. You just let that foolish person be in their hell, and you don't be bothered by it.
Watch this. It's okay if you're a white Democrat. You notice that? But if you're a white Republican, you're the devil, man.
What's your point? You changed the subject.
I'm saying the blacks don't mind if you're a white Democrat.
They hate you still.
But if you're a white Republican, they think you're the wicked, evil slave masters.
True.
They just think you're wicked.
Right.
Don't you notice how they pull together? That's the one thing about these Dems. They pull together no matter what. It doesn't matter what one of them does. If one of them accidentally kills somebody as a drunk driver,
Yeah,
they're on board with them, okay? It's not, hey, he shouldn't have been drinking and driving, but he's a Dem. He's one of us, and we're going to stand by him.
yeah.
And they could, where Republicans won't do that. So, but if you notice in the last few years, which I didn't, I got this revelation about 15 years ago when I realized that they infiltrated the Republican Party with all these Democrats that aren't Republicans, and it pulls them little extra votes that they need to get all this stuff passed.
Yeah.
You notice that? So
people are blind. The Republicans have been infiltrated. Well, I don't know. As Anchor Baby has said, there's this certain rule, and I always forget the name of it, that any conservative organization is going to get infiltrated and subverted by its enemies. And that's what always happens. The devil gets in, devilish people get in, pride, ego, battles, even among people who, quote unquote, really do believe in the conservative values, they infight and it's a mess. That's because the people of what's right aren't truly of what's right. That's why we should aim for perfection.
Or is it that evil is overtaking good? Okay, with all this transgender,
it's overtaking the people who are. It's overtaking the fake.
That.
It's overtaking the fake people because the fake people are fake good. We're not real good.
Well, here, like there wasn't as many of these transgender people 40 years ago. So what happened? They all just came out of the closet 40 years later, or the DNA or the gene or whatever they want to call it is manifesting itself, or is it just they are totally delusional?
They were raised they were generations raised badly in a culture that has pushed more and more this degeneracy, so it seems acceptable. The generations before didn't raise their children right to so that the children don't fall for the lies.
Or could it be this? Listen to this. I got a niece in the family. When she was like 14, 15, she was just the most beautiful thing, and real artistic and everything like that.
Yeah.
She goes off to college, meets some girl, turns lesbian, comes to her grandfather's funeral the last 2 weeks ago, all butched up, looks like she's been taking hormones, okay, because she don't look like a girl anymore. She looks like a boy.
Yeah.
And just broken-hearted her family, okay, that didn't raise her that way.
They did. So they did raise her that way. They raised her to be weak. They failed her.
No, when society got her when she got to that college.
She wouldn't have fallen to society had she not been raised poorly.
Well, that part I disagree with because I know her parents and I know their morals and values. They're devastating.
You don't know how they were with her?
No, yeah, you're right. I wasn't there the whole time.
Had they raised her to be strong and really think for herself, she wouldn't have fallen for that. And if they did raise her right, all is not lost, because if they did raise her some semblance of right, all is not lost because she will come back around. Some people have to go through their wild phase. Everybody does.
Yeah. I'm hoping and praying that's the case. I really am. So I really am. But
poor.
Anyhow, this is what I want to say.
Yeah.
Before I go. If Biden gets reelected, these people deserve everything they got coming to them. That's all I got to say. If these people don't get out there and put an end to this stuff, okay, or they cheat and get him.
Whoa! That doesn't happen.
I'm sorry.
No cheating ever happens.
Yeah, I'm sorry. if they do anything,
except for Republicans,
mischievous.
Yeah.
Anyhow, it's just. I'm tired of fighting it. They deserve what they get. I'm not even. It doesn't even bother me anymore, really, because.
It shouldn't have bothered you in the first place, though, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you're right, but I cared about the country and everything like that. I was brought up pledge allegiance
I
to the
got you.
flag.
Yeah,
All
no, I
that,
totally got you, man. I
Yeah.
love the Gen Xers and Boomers because they have this this emotional patriotism for the country, but the emotional patriotism is not enough to save the country. You have to be
Yeah.
steadfast and not able to be worn down by the evil people.
Well, what I think could be happening too is God's turning these people over to reprobate minds, okay, to where they just, they're gone. I mean, when you sit there and listen to Chuck Schumer or Nadler or this Raskin guy up in Washington, they're so far gone, bro. They're it's unbelievable.
I know.
And now it looks like the spirit are coming where you can see it on these people that's how wicked they are. I mean, just look at them. Like when you look at these people when they start talking.
That's anti-Semitic.
Well, Joy Reid. Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I'm not talking about
just kidding
like
around.
Joy Reid, Sonny Houston. I mean, you can see that.
I know. Look at Don Lemon. He used to look young and full of life somewhat. Now he looks old and of ill humor, and yeah, I'm with you.
He's so to his flesh, man. You cannot go lay down with another man.
Well, I don't want to talk about that. It's gross.
Well, I'm just saying you're gonna reap terrible from that because it's such an abomination to God.
Right.
So, well, listen, hey, you have a great day. And
appreciate
thanks for letting
you.
me come on and talk, man, and keep rocking on, bud. Okay.
Thank you, David.
All right,
Take care.
buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.